Hi guys, for this session, we'll talk about error handling and business objects. So first, we'll discuss about error handling. In the DIAPI, there are two ways to handle errors. One is the return code plus the get lost error. So we use the return code to check if the function that we call returns a value. Just like last session, if the return value is not equal to zero, then there is an error encountered. And we can get the description and the error code using the get last error function of the O company object. Another way is the exception handling. In VB.NET or in C Sharp, we have the try catch. So you can use the try catch exemption to handle exceptions. So if you encounter unhandled exceptions in your program, you can choose the uh, try catch expression on VB.NET. So we will try that later. Next is we will discuss about business objects. So business objects uh, is represents uh, an object inside SAP Business One database. So in here, in this example, we will look into the business partner as an example of the business objects. So beside the object itself and all the properties that represents the single data in the record in the database, it also contains a large number of properties that represent sub-objects in the database stored in the different tables. If you can see here on the business partner, there are sub-objects under business partner object. So you have the addresses, the contact employees, and others. So sub-objects represents the tabs and the folders of the business partner master data form. So other business objects, the layout of other business objects is the same, is similar as this business object. So how can we, for the first example, how can we create a business partner using the API code? So this is the code, the script for to add a sample business partner. So we'll do that on the Visual Studio. So let me share to you my desktop. So here we have my desktop. So let's go back to the code. So for the meantime, we will drop a button for our sample. So here we will name it create a BP. Then we'll double click the button. Then here, first, we will initialize the business partner. So dim o business partners as SAP at business partners. So as you can see, there are many objects under SAP. So please remember, please use the business partners. Then after you initialize the object, after we declare the variable, we need to initialize the object. So O business partners equals to initialize a business object, we can use the O company that get business object. And then we have the parameter. So we can search for the BO, the O business partners. So later, I will show to you what where can we get in the help file the variable and the BO object type, what to use. Okay, I will show you on the SDK help. Then after initialization, we will set the properties. O business partners, that card code. So we will set the card code. For example, C0001. Then O business partners, that card name. So we'll create a sample business partner. Then we can set the card type. So for the card type, uh, if we don't set this, it will be the customer. So here we can set it the card type. So we can set these three properties, and then we can call the add button. So business partners that add function. So here we will get the return value of that add. So if the return code is not equal to 0, then there's an error. So we get the error using the get last error. And then we have the parameter, the error code, and the error message. So error handling is the same all throughout the API. So first get the error code, and then if it's not equal to 0, get the last error encountered. String that format, then we will display the error. Simple as that. Yeah, error code and the error message. Else, then we have successfully added the BP. So we can try this script. We'll test if it's working. So let's test. And it's connected to the API. Then we can click the create button. So BP is added. So the BP is already added. So we can verify if the BP is already added on the business one. So you can log into your business one, go to business partners, business partner master data, and search for the one that you added. So this is the sample business partner that we have created. So if you can see, some fields are automatically done by SAP already. So we just populate the code, the name, and the card type. So some fields are based on the configuration of your database. So where can we see what object will be used and what is the object type? So we can go to the help file. So you need to install the SAP One SDK folder, and then you will have this SDK Help Center. So in the SDK Help Center, you can go to the index and search for the BO object types enumeration. So under the BO objects type enumeration, these are the list of business objects that we can create for SDK. So we have here the chart of accounts, the business partners. So if you can see here, this this area on the description, this is the variable. Okay. If you can see on my code, so this is the variable. Subbobscom that business partner. This is where I get that. And then the object type. O business partners is the member here. Okay. So if you don't know what variable will you declare and what is the object type, you can go to search on you can search it on the SDK help. So this will help you for the objects that are open in the API. So that's it for this session. So see you again next session.